Your person faced a crossroads in their life, a choice between two paths, and ultimately, they chose not to walk alongside you. Perhaps they were too consumed with their career, driven by a desire to achieve certain goals, or maybe their responsibilities to others weighed too heavily on them. They had obligations, maybe to family, friends, or other commitments, that they couldn't or wouldn't set aside. Whatever the reason, they made the choice to walk away from you, and in doing so, they walked away from what could have been a future filled with love and fulfillment. However, the path they chose has not brought them the peace or satisfaction they were hoping for. Instead, they have encountered only betrayal and heartbreak from others. The very people they prioritized have failed them, leaving them feeling isolated and alone. It's as if they've become trapped in a relentless cycle of unfulfilled expectations, where everyone around them wants something from them without offering genuine love or support in return. This constant pressure has made them realize that they were merely fulfilling the demands of others, losing themselves in the process. It's almost as if the universe is sending them a message, revealing that the path they thought was right, the one that didn't include you, was, in fact, a step away from true happiness. They're starting to understand that what they left behind wasn't just another option, it was their true source of joy, stability, and strength. Now, they are restless, their mind racing with regret and longing. They search for peace, both mentally and emotionally, but it's elusive. Nothing and no one brings them the comfort they seek. They have come to realize that the peace and fulfillment they desire is connected to you. They can't help but think about the deep bond you once shared. Whether you were engaged in a long-term relationship, or shared a connection that fluctuated between warmth and distance, the truth is that there was a profound connection between you two. It was a relationship that wasn't merely surface level, it was deep and consuming, something that left a lasting imprint on both your hearts. But while you craved stability, commitment, and a clear direction for the future, they hesitated. They felt that they had goals to achieve, dreams to chase, or duties to fulfill before they could give you what you deserved. They postponed making decisions, hoping that time would somehow make everything fall into place. As they delayed, your patience gradually wore thin. You gave them chances, waited, and hoped that they would finally be ready to meet you where you were. But there came a point when you had enough, when the waiting turned into a burden you could no longer bear. You chose to protect your heart, to stop waiting for something that seemed like it might never come. You shut down your emotions, closed the door, and moved forward without them. That was when they truly felt the impact of their decision. In the aftermath of your departure, they found themselves alone, submerged in sadness and regret. They were forced to face the reality of what they had lost. Without you, the weight of their choices pressed heavily on them. They realized how important you had been, and why true partnership and commitment matter so much. They started to understand that life isn't just about chasing goals or meeting responsibilities, it's also about finding someone who will stand by your side, someone who offers genuine love and support. They recognized that, although they loved and cared for you deeply, their circumstances, ambitions, and sense of duty had held them back from choosing the one thing that their heart truly desired, you. Living in the physical world, people often prioritize what they think they should do over what they want to do. It's easy to choose responsibility over love, to think that dreams or duties are more pressing than a romantic relationship. They believed that there would be time for you later, that they could fulfill their obligations and still find you waiting. But life doesn't always work that way. Sometimes, by the time we realize what truly matters, the opportunity is already gone. Yet, the kind of love you both shared was more than just an ordinary relationship. It felt like destiny, as if you were two souls meant to find each other, regardless of the challenges. There's a sense that your connection transcends time and circumstance, something that draws you back to each other no matter how far you've strayed. This kind of connection is often described as a twin flame bond, where two people are destined to be a part of each other's lives, even if it means facing separation and hardship to learn the lessons needed for growth. In this type of connection, the separation is not permanent, it's a test, a chance for both individuals to evolve, heal, and understand what truly matters. Now, they are beginning to understand the gravity of what they walked away from. The lessons they have learned in your absence have been harsh, but they are also revealing. They now grasp that true love isn't something that can be put on hold or set aside for a more convenient time. It's something that requires courage, a willingness to make difficult choices, and the ability to prioritize the heart's desires over the expectations of the world. They know now that, no matter how far they've strayed, true love will always pull them back, offering another chance to do things right, if only they are brave enough to seize it. I want to show you just how much I love and appreciate you, to express the depth of my feelings in a way that truly honors the bond we share. You've been a source of light in my life, and I want you to understand that. I also want to acknowledge the challenges you've faced and the pain you've endured. I want to meet you right where you are, here and now, to be present with you in every way that matters. I want to move beyond the spiritual and abstract connection we've shared and be real with you, in the here and now, where our lives truly intersect. I want to resolve the unfinished business between us, to face the wounds and misunderstandings that have lingered for far too long. I don't want you to ever feel like I have been dishonest or unwilling to take responsibility for my actions. You need to know that I'm committed to making better choices now, not just for myself, but for us. There's a sincere apology I need to give you, and I want to say it in a way that matters, with actions that back up my words. I want to make things right, to handle our relationship with the respect it deserves. I know without a shadow of a doubt that you are my soulmate, the one who has always been there, even when I didn't fully recognize it. Your voice, your presence, and your energy are with me constantly. I hear you in my thoughts, in my dreams, and in those quiet moments when I'm just trying to make sense of my life. I also recognize that there's a need for forgiveness on both sides. I say this not to shift blame but to acknowledge that healing is a shared journey. If we can forgive each other and ourselves for the things we've said or done, we can communicate openly and build a life that is better and stronger than before. Deep down, I know we both long for that, no matter how well we try to hide our emotions behind a calm exterior. Our hearts, however, tell a different story. Our hearts know what we desire most, and I feel that truth growing stronger with every passing day. The obstacles that once seemed insurmountable are beginning to clear away, and with them, my desire to reach out to you becomes more intense. I don't want to hold back anymore, and to be honest, I don't even have the strength to do so. It's your love that fills me with courage, that gives me a happiness I've never known before. You empower me to be a better person. There's a sense of satisfaction and fulfillment in loving you that I can't find anywhere else. You may not realize it, but having your love is one of the greatest blessings of my life. I feel fortunate, blessed, even, that I have been given the chance to love you. You are the answer to every search I've ever embarked on, the completion of a longing I didn't even fully understand until I met you. You are my one, my person, my home. I want us to reignite the passion we once shared. I want to feel the chemistry that pulled us together in the beginning, that undeniable connection that makes everything else fade away. With you, my past traumas, the pain I've carried, and the hurtful experiences I've lived through all seem less significant. Your love has that kind of power. It heals, it transforms, it frees me from the weight of the past. The love you have given me is so pure, and I want to give you that same kind of unconditional, unreserved love in return. You've taught me that true love is not only real, but that it's a force capable of changing everything. You show me this by how you live your life, with love guiding your every step. You lead by example, and it's a lesson I'm eager to learn. One of the things I admire most about you is your ability to uplift not only yourself but everyone around you. You do this in such a natural, effortless way that it's easy to overlook just how extraordinary it is. Your love radiates outward, touching the lives of so many people, including mine. Meeting you made me see how selfish and short-sighted I used to be. I've changed because of you. I know I'm far from perfect, but I want you to know that I'm trying. I feel so incredibly lucky that you chose me, that you see something in me worth loving. And now, I choose you, with every fiber of my being. I want you to be my partner, my equal, my wife. I want to give you the love and stability that you deserve, to build a life that honors the connection we have. You were never meant to be a fleeting moment or a temporary fling. From the beginning, you've been so much more than that. You are my partner in every sense of the word, and I see that now, even if it took me a while to realize. It was my mistake that I didn't recognize your value earlier, when I was blinded by ego and materialistic distractions. But now, as I watch the superficial aspects of my life fall away, I finally see what's real. You've shown me that truth. You've opened my eyes to what's genuine and lasting. And for that, I will be forever grateful. I want to spend the rest of my life proving that I can be the person you deserve, the partner who stands beside you through everything. With you, I've found the meaning of love, and I never want to let that go.